Alright, welcome back. Car Mechanic Simulator, where we left off. We are building the engine today for our Brown Nova. The more I think about it, I'm going to keep it like this because I did some research in between, and this is the Bolt Supernova, and it's actually the Drag Edition, which is, I'm going to say it's the rare, car, but it is the rarer version of it. So I think we're going to keep it, I'm going to keep this one stock. But I decided on the engine. We are going to keep the engine that was in it because there's a couple options for engine swaps, but this one I think is actually the best one for it. So let's go in. Wrong menu. Let's go into our inventory. So we know the engine block is screwed. So we're going to hit space bar and add that to our shopping list. And what I also did, and let's go into the repair table. I repaired all the parts. I left the one here so I can show you. We're gonna repair this crank real quick, even though I think we might replace it. Yeah, we don't have any more parts, so let's go. Geez, keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's go back into our inventory. So it looks like our camshaft's kind of screwed. So we're going to add that. We're going to check on the crankshaft, see if we can get a performance one. I know we can get performance flywheel and clutch. We'll need a pressure plate, throwout bearing. We'll get all new pistons and rods and the rings. So we'll just go through here and add things that we're going to need. I know we're probably going to get some performance heads. We'll definitely need some push rods. We'll get the intake and all three carbs. Get the filter base. We'll need the gearbox, drive shaft. Need two of those. We'll need a bunch of rubber bushings, but I think I have some in inventory. We'll need these rear axle housings. We'll need, I think we need to get another side of brake shoes. I think one of them was too bad to fix. We'll get some drums, some leaf springs. Definitely get the shock absorbers and some axles. Yeah, that one wasn't good enough to fix. We'll get a cross member. Whew, it's starting to get expensive. Tie rod end, outer tie rod end. Sorry to hear the dog whining. Mama is not home yet, so she is not happy. Let's add a few more things on our list here. We might be able to turn those rotors. We'll do that towards the end. Alright. Now we can go into our tablet here. Go into the parts stores. So let's go. First thing we know we're going to need is we're going to need that engine block. So here's our shopping list we just drew up. So we'll search for an engine block. I didn't want to go that far. Go back. I don't believe there is a... Yeah, I don't believe there's going to be a performance engine block now. So we'll get the standard one. Buy that, and I'll just run through and buy these parts up and come back to you when we have them all purchased. Alright, we're done with our shopping list. We got all the stuff that we're buying for now, but before we put the engine together, we're going to run up to the paint booth and we're going to paint a few of these engine parts. So let's paint a part. Air filter base I think's fine. Air engine cover, yeah. Let's Let's paint that. We want to go with just an orange, so kind of like a, I guess kind of a Chevy orange, you should say. And again, it's kind of a tedious task to go through all of this stuff and paint it, but I think in the end it'll make it worth a while. So let me get all this stuff painted and we'll go start throwing it back together. Alright, I know there's going to be some parts we're missing because that engine was missing quite a few things, so we'll show you what you need to do in the middle of building something, what you need to do. So let's mount the parts. So we got our painted engine block. Ooh. So let's turn this over. Get our new crank. Oh, we got a couple of cranks. Ooh boy. Maybe we didn't need to buy a crank. We did get some performance pistons with the new rings, so we'll get all those put in. I think we're going to be missing why did I put that in there with bad rings? Did I not get enough rings? I did not. So that's our first kind of mess up. So we can go right from here. We can go into the car parts and we can search for rings. Overhead valve V8 B. Let's make sure that's what we need. What are these just say piston rings. So these is what we need. Alright. And we're going to need 7 more of those because we already had 1. Alright, now. Perfect. Let's get the rest of these pistons and rings put in. This is where kind of the tedious part of this game comes into play. I know it's probably not super interesting to watch, but if you're into cars and building cars, it's kind of fun. So rod caps, I believe that's where we are missing. So you can hover over this and hit X to add it to your shopping list. And I think we're going to be missing, yeah, we don't have any crank bearings. So we'll add that. And it looks like we need what? 1, 2. So just 3 crank bearings. And we're going to need 8 of the rod bearings. So rod caps, I should say. We'll need 3 of these. Yeah, and we're right back onto into the engine. So I'll fast forward through putting the rest of these on and be back when we're on to the next step. Alright, so there we are. Got all the rods in. I think we're actually missing the oil pan, yeah. So we're going to need to add that to our parts list. Go pick up one of those real quick. And since we've kind of painted everything else, we might as well... Might as well run up here, paint this real quick. So let's find our oil pan. Perfect. Paint it the orange like everything else. Go slap her on. Alright, now we're done with the bottom of the engine. Let's just go ahead and put our flywheel and stuff on while we're thinking about it here. Alright, so we got the back of the motor with the clutch, flywheel, throwout bearing. Let's throw the heads on. Get our performance heads. Get the other side. Get our performance intake we painted. Yeah, just go ahead and throw the carbs on. Throw the carbs on. Because I know we're getting into missing part territory here with the valvetrain. Probably also the distributor. I don't think I remember taking the distributor off of this thing. Yeah, why not? Put the filter base on. Ooh. I thought I bought one of those. Did I not? No. No. We're going to have to put that on the shopping list. I know we're going to need a distributor, coil, exhaust manifolds. Yeah, we'll need an oil filter. Oh, we need to put the cam in. We did get a performance cam. Okay, so we'll need to paint that front. We'll need to paint that front cover. And we'll also need to get the push rods. We did buy those, but I don't believe we got any lifters. I was gonna say, I know this game's more accurate than that. There should be 2 for each cylinder. I just wasn't seeing it. Alright. Oh, so I was like, oh good, it's a whole assembly and not a single one. Hopefully it's the same for both sides. Sometimes you will get parts that are lefts and rights. So you gotta be cautious of that if you're buying stuff ahead of time. Should be one more. I think it's the same. So back to the part store. So rocker arms, we're gonna need 2 of those. Or, well, rocker arm assemblies. The rest of the stuff we will get at the tune-up shop. Actually, can we get rocker arms there? No. Oil filter? No, I thought we could get oil filter. So we'll get 2 of those. Get the 1 of those. Already got the air filter base, didn't I? Got the bearing caps, got the oil pan, rod caps, oil pan. Just need to grab oil filter. Now we can go back. Now this is kind of a performance build. It's not like a maxed out build, and I'll show you why in a second. So if we go over here to, well, it's like let's go to the distributor. So if you see up top, there's these 3 kind of grayed out stars. There is a little trailer in the back you can take your parts to, and you can upgrade them for points, and you get points by parting out your unused parts. And you get especially on the performance stuff, you get a performance boost by upgrading them. Now, unless you're really building something you like, it can get kind of pricey. You're going to have to part out a lot of parts in order to get enough points to fully max out an engine. Oh, we're going to need spark plugs. And we're going to need valve covers. See, that's a valve cover A, and I bet you that's a B. Yep. So let's grab those real quick. So, A and B. That's what I was talking about. There are different sides. We're gonna have to go. I wonder if we can get. I wonder if they have the rotor here. Let's take those off of there. We don't need those. Nope. Get us a performance rotor. We'll have to come back and get a cap too. Spark plugs. We're gonna need 8 of those. Oil filter we got. We still need to paint a few parts. The thing I always found weird, you gotta screw in all these other parts, but you don't have to on the spark plugs. Kind of weird. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Put the caps on our list. Wonder what color these. Yeah, we're gonna need to paint those valve covers. I think we're gonna do the valve covers black. Alright, so we're kind of at a standstill here until we paint a couple parts. So let me go do that real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, let's get this we're getting this stuff thrown back on here. Oh, I didn't buy a distributor cap. Damn it, James. Thought about maybe painting those a couple of different colors, but decided against that. Alright, now, so we're gonna need to buy these parts. I do not have those. Do got the valve covers though. The air filter and the cover. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. The black base, the orange top. So we'll go back to the normal shop. So we need that arm. Probably more stuff. You always need more stuff when you're building these. Actually, performance shop for the cap. Oh yeah. We'll probably need wires too. Let's fuel filter. We'll need a fuel filter. I'll need those wires. We'll actually need to run out and paint a few more parts. Be right back. Alright, let's get our wires on. Fuel filter on. Ooh, we'll need to get an alternator. Yeah. Air steering pump alternator. Which I think we can get performance versions of each of them. Yep. And I can't remember if I bought all the belts. I think I bought some of the belts. I did not buy that belt. Did I buy that belt? Nope. Oh, that's what I just bought. Oh, looks like I have an extra belt. No, I don't have the fan. Let's see what color it is. It's black enough. I think we may have it. I think we may have our engine all put back together and ready to drop in the car. Which, that is what we'll do on the next episode. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Didn't get a whole lot of views on that first video, but I'm not too concerned about it. As always, if you like this kind of content, make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.